Hello, Caleb here. I got another set of videos for you. I hope you enjoy, so let's get into it.
Signs that your wife or girlfriend is silently dumping you. The first one is she stopped initiating any kind of intimacy. But this isn't just sex. This is like she doesn't want to hold your hand. She doesn't want to touch you. And when you go to touch her, she almost looks at you as if she's grossed out and disgusted by even the thought of you coming near her. And yes, she will absolutely use the whole I have a headache as an excuse not to be intimate with you. And it's a lie because she's already checked out of the relationship. Next one is that she will avoid you at all costs. And what do I mean by avoiding you? She is staying away from the house. She's going to the gym more. She's picking up hobbies. She's staying late at work. The equivalent to when men.
Well, in those situations, I'd definitely try and look into things more. Whether it ends the relationship on the spot, because I'd pry into it. She's like, okay, why are you doing this? Are you cheating on me? What's happening? Can I see your phone? Blah, blah, blah. If she wants to end it right there on the spot, good riddance, because it's not worth the hassle of that type of situation to actually happen.
Feel so emasculated and they're checked out of a relationship, and a lot of men spend time at the gym or they go out with the guys. This is the exact same thing. She is doing everything she can to avoid you because she doesn't want to even be around you for 2.5 seconds because you disgust her.
It's similar, but not the exact same thing. So, really, what can actually happen in that situation besides her getting what you wanted anyways and you leaving just because you pried? Okay, end it. It's done. No big deal, really. But if a guy wants to do A, B, and C because he's being emasculated, doesn't mean that he fell in love for her or shit like that. All it really means is he doesn't want to deal with that crap once he gets off work or whatever. Like, sure, he also needs to end it too because he doesn't like the way that she treats him because she probably won't learn as to how to fix herself.
Other part of this is even when she is around you, because she can't avoid you forever, she's rude, she's aggressive, she doesn't know how to talk to you, she doesn't want to be around you, and when you are in the same room with her, you can almost feel her energy and she's sucking the life out of you because she's just so miserable even being in the same room as you. This one is so freaking terrible, but it's so common. But she might even be stacking money. So if you have finances connected to each other, start checking them. See if she's putting money aside. She might even go look at apartments. She is literally planning her exit plan behind your back every step of the way, especially because she's had all this free time to avoid you. She's also planning it like step by step. She's talking to her friends. She's talking to her mom. She's trying to get away from you, and she is planning it step by step. And that's why by the time she comes to tell you that she's ready to leave, she's already got a place to live and money stacked up, and everybody is already supporting her. It's because it's been already in the works, and you will be there trying to fix the relationship for 6 months to a year, trying to get the relationship.
That's way too long to try and fix that crap. Once when I start to see that type of stuff happening, I'm right on it immediately and in and out the door. Like, it does not matter to me. In which case, many more people should do that rather than trying to fix something for 6 months to a year, like she said. That's way too much time. In which case, she could end up saving what? A couple $1,000, if not more. Or even withdrawing some of your money because women like to use your money and save their money. It's just not fair.
Relationship back on track, but she's already so far removed from it and she's already planning her exit that she doesn't care. And that's why you hear so many women say that they're checked out. It's because they're already planning their exit behind your back.
Just
Yep. Yeah, I can definitely see that. But at the same time, so many women tried to save their own money anyways, or not save it, but hide it from the guy. Yeah, meanwhile, they're spending on frivolous things that just don't matter.
Next one is if you suddenly hear about her having all of these friends that you never heard of, like they pop up out of nowhere, especially a guy friend. It's because that's her backup plan. Now that she has secured the next guy that's going to fulfill the void and the validation that she's looking for.
Okay, so with her saying this, a random guy is just like, okay, this random guy pops in, wasn't in the life. Let's say you're in a relationship 2 years, never in a life prior, because you already knew about all the guy friends prior. Okay, not one of those. Oh, he's going for girls' night. Peace. Like, do not stay. That's a red flag for you to exit that relationship, get your stuff, toss hers into a storage unit, and call it a day. Because it is not worth it to sit in this type of situation.
And make her feel good. Just know that she's silently dumping you. You're sitting there like, what the hell? I never heard about this Chad guy before, and you're confused as to where this is all coming from. It's because it's part of her exit plan and she's silently dumping you. It is absolutely part of the plan because the majority of women will not leave a relationship without at least somebody in a situationship or somebody that they are talking to. Once they secure that emotional connection with somebody else, you're toast, you're done, you're cooked. She's out.
No, that just means that she's for the streets and she just wants to find a new place to stay rent free.
Out of there.
The problem is
because it is actually kind of that way. So if she wants to be for the streets, put her on the streets. Toss her in a storage unit, call it a day.
Is that she is going to be so hypercritical of you. She is going to make you feel so small, and she is going to make you feel like nothing you are doing is ever good enough, and it's because she already knows that she's leaving. And that's why everything that you're doing and everything that you're trying to do to fix the relationship doesn't work. Because in the back of her mind, she's like, this is pointless, this is stupid because I'm leaving his ass. Not only that, is she will tell you that you are worthless, that you are crap, that you did nothing right, that, she'll roll her eyes. Her body language will tell you everything that you need to know, and she is hostile with you at every single turn. She is mean. She's aggressive. She doesn't want to communicate. You will feel...
Guys, how many people have... tell me in the chat, will you stay in this type of relationship? How many stages would you get to before you hit the exit door? Please tell me. 1 through 5 or whatever. Tell me, what number will you leave at before it gets to that stage? Because I am curious on how many people will stay into this stage type thing.
That energy every single day until she leaves.
Because that is a little ridiculous.
She stops all communication. You remember all of the months prior where you thought that she was nagging? Well, guess what? Now she's not talking at all. She's saying whatever. She's saying okay. She's not getting mad. She's not getting upset. She's silent. The communication stops because she understands that she is leaving your ass, so she doesn't need to talk about it anymore. If you guys have already had the same conversation over and over and over and over and over again and nothing has changed and she's already planning her exit, then there is nothing you can do at this point to change it. You might feel like, oh wow, this is so peaceful. She's finally stopped nagging. She's finally not bitching about something. Well, guess what? That is your sign to let you know that she is so far removed from the relationship that it's not even worth talking about anymore. Just so you know, if you get to this point with a woman, there is no coming back from it. When she silently dumps you, she's done. There's nothing you can do. There's no amount of flowers. There's no amount of dinners. There's no amount of planning. There's no amount of fixing that you can do if you've gotten to this stage with a woman that's going to make her change her mind. Okay, bye.
Yeah. That's way too many stages, and it should not even hit to that last stage. But I am sure it does happen to many people, but I'm sure it does not take, let's say, 6 months to a year, if not longer, for that to actually set in. Tell me in chat if I'm wrong, but I'd love to hear these comments on this type of video.
What man needs to know and understand this, but you will always be number 4 on the list if you are going on a date with a woman that you barely know. And you are competing against the other men that she has in her life. Let me explain. First...
No, because women do not consider guys are in the friend zone. So you cannot say the other guys in her life, unless you're referring to outside the friend zone. So, yeah, let's get into it. Let's see on how it actually goes.
Is the guy that she really, 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 really wants. that she likes the most, that is the number one on her list. Like if he called her up tomorrow, you know, she would drop everything for this guy. The only reason that she is not with this guy is because he will not commit to her. He will not commit to her because he's player.
You will always be.
So he's for the streets, and therefore he's making her be for the streets. For some reason, it is actually more common for guys to be that way because it is more in our genes to figure things out, shall I say. But for women, it's more about withholding their chastity, stuff like that. But from what I've seen, the moment that they lose that chastity of theirs, they want it more and more and more. It just gets ridiculous. Like, I've had one that went from never wanting it to wanting it all the time. It was freaky.
Playing games with her, but that is the one that she wants the most. Number 2, the second one on the list is her situationship. This is the guy that she is emotionally invested in and probably has talked to for a very long period of time, hung out with a couple of times, is on the fence about, you know, he really likes her and they go back and forth like a ping pong ball and she's playing around and she's playing games, but like she can't give up that situationship because she's still emotionally invested in this man. Third one.
Yeah, so goes to show that, okay, you are always number 4 on a woman's list. So she's saying that every single woman is for the streets and is boinking 4 other guys because she had these types of relationships. Sure, women nowadays have such a higher body count than what there is for dudes because it's so much more easier for women to get it because 6 and under for dudes just don't get any. Like, it's just not fair.
It's typically her guy best friend that if he is single and she is single, she's always going to keep him as an option, which is why
that is a lie because women do not consider it a friend zone.
When she tells you he's not the guy that you should worry about, you should absolutely worry about him. Because the only other reason that he's not dating her is because he doesn't want to mess up the friendship. But that does not mean that he's not sleeping with
No, it's a woman that doesn't want to ruin the friendship. I've been through this many, many times.
her or has not slept with her in the past or wants to sleep with her. So, if you are on a date with a woman, just know that she likely has other men in mind. The only exception to this rule is if you know her personally, you know her history, you've taken time to get to know her, and you know her either through work and you know her story enough to know where you are in the big scheme of things. I don't make the freaking rules. I'm just telling you that the majority of women that you go on a date with, you are not their first choice. And likely she has chosen to go on a date with you because, one, you've either somehow managed to be funny enough for her to give you a chance.
Okay. I don't really completely agree with what she's saying about any of this, to be honest. Okay. Let's back this up. I kind of lost my wording.
Rules. I'm just telling you that personally, you know her history, you've taken time to get to know her, and you know her either through work and you know her story enough to know where you are in the big.
So, her taking a chance with you, that has nothing to do with any of what she's saying. Okay. Let's say online dating, you got to talk a little bit, you got to know each other. Okay. Then it presents that. But if it's just like mingle, quick date, blah, 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 get to know each other, that's all that it is on the first date, is getting to know each other. It's an interview to figure things out, whether it works or not. But it doesn't mean that you're number 4 or even number 1 or even number 100. It just means that she's lonely enough to try to get with you on a proper date rather than just getting with you intimately. So take it for what it is, not for, oh, you got to know me so much, let's have this date now. No, because the moment you get to know someone so friggin' much, they just limit you to the friend zone. They won't give you the time of day for a proper date, and it will never progress from there because you've been friend zoned.
Scheme of things. I don't make the freaking rules. I'm just telling you that the majority of women that you go on a date with, you are not their first choice. And likely she has chosen to go on a date with you because, one, you've either somehow managed to be funny enough for her to give you a chance, or two, it's because those three men want nothing to do with her. So you are going to be like the gap filler in a relationship or in the time frame that she needs you to be until one of the three come back. Now, are there plenty of women out there that have no one? Absolutely. But the reality is, like I've always said, no woman is truly ever single. She's always going to be talking to someone. If she's not talking to him, there is always someone on the back burner. It could be a guy from 3 years ago that randomly hits her up one day and you're there and you guys are kind of dating and he comes back into the picture and all of a sudden she's ghosting you. Yeah, it is because that guy, that situationship, or that first guy that she thought was out of her league is finally giving her attention or wants to go on a date with her, so she's going to drop you in a heartbeat. I know this is a harsh...
It doesn't need to be that type of situation, but more than often than not, it does actually happen in that type of way. The situation can change, but that will normally happen because, ooh, fresh meat, I must have. Because it's not the same course you always have and got used to, because the same course is boring for a woman. They like to change things up and explore. Just like a guy wants to explore different things as well.
Reality, but I'm just letting you guys know the tea so you can protect yourself long term or make the right choice and vet women better. You need to get to know them, stop rushing into things, get to know her situation.
No, because if you get to know them first, they friend zone you. So what you're stating is still inaccurate.
Before you drop everything in your life for this woman, because she's likely not dropping everything for you. Okay, bye.
Yeah, no. A lot of what she said was wrong. I'd say 70%. And then 30%, I'd have to actually agree with it. But that'd be the end of this video. I hope to see you next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Like, comment, and subscribe. Take care.